vacations, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Moндштадте don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But... Feel free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Take a look around, huh?
It's finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
You're a bit tired, no big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Star Snatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down? Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do. The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadte's best friendship stories is already over? So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
You should see a doctor.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine. Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better. Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see? Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on Diluc, right?
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Is that Captain Kaya? Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before? Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
Good question, Kaya.
So you knew about that? Well, if I had to compare it to something, but then I saw you.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Not at all.
So, you said you were looking for us.
The wind knows me.
Ah, Kaya, you found them. Good. With what's about to happen,
Whoa, headquarters are packed. What's going on?
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
Oh, you...
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you in...
Jean! A trial? Which means... Right! He's the captain of the investigation! Albedo is the one on trial? Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
ready to proceed. Prior to this trial,
Murder?
a witness stated that 11 days ago in the
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Well, I was out late that night on business. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a... Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
Can anyone attest? Then the length of the...
This isn't looking good.
Not yet.
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you see that speak?
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred... It's true. No one has been reported missing. The defendant raises an Nevertheless, I don't intend...
Second charge?
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body. I now call the second witness to this...
Wait, that's...
We now have accounts from 2 separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence? Before you suggest a lack... These remains suggest both witnesses saw... You're certain Mr. Albate... Nevertheless, the other I do hope you can be... Allow me to submit... I have never abandoned the mystery of
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Just as you and... Correct.
No!
A guilty verdict can... But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims, and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Rosaria! Who is...
No, I did.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is,
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna... That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your minds. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself? Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
We noticed that too! The minute we got...
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard? If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know. Ooh! Paimon remembers that Jumpy Dumpty... So, this thing?
I suppose... In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps... Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. Good idea. I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to... A dear...
Follow the wind.
I still don't believe it.
Perhaps it's best for...
Hey, Jean! What?
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just... Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it. Right back at ya. Alright, let's see what we can find. Wow, these books are... Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the deck. The name of the project is blotted out in ink. Huh. What? All right, that seems to be... We should go tell... Oh, VENTUS calling. Let's answer. Oh, we found stuff, all right. Stuff that only makes Albedo... Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, maybe he's just not allowed to... Yeah, well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned. Wait, that's... Miles. What's he doing here?
Oh, sorry. I heard...
It's okay. We're here on Jean's...
Ah, I see. I'll...
Hold on. You didn't hear what we...
Oh, not really.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might...
Oh,
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
I love it when it snows. The world falls completely silent, and I can sleep undisturbed.
Into the wind.
one with nature.
We should be getting close. Weird. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used... Why not... Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case. What's wrong? Yeah, of course. We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Yes, we sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical. In addition, the forensic analysis of the remains. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court. Is it reasonable to assume this Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act. In addition, another witness has agreed.
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so... I was camping with a friend. I was terrified the person might see me. Even if I hadn't wanted to talk to him. I didn't want to come forward because...
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant...
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical...
Wait, does she mean...
We have witnesses and physical evidence. Ugh. So, that won't make the chart. Then, there must also have been a body. Questions there. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect.
What?
Ha!
Actually, the traveler Amber, Bennett, and I were with Albedo that the Adventurers Guild. If the person.
This only. You deny it?
It's one thing.
What's going on?
Regardless. What?
Everyone!
Wait, you. Who are you? What? Hello to you, too. I see what's going on here. It's. You want to undermine my credibility?
Homunculus?
Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of— Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long! That means nothing! By that logic, I could just as easily accuse— How do we know he isn't the fake one? Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting straight. You were closer to me than anyone during that battle.
No,
The scar is right here. Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it... Show us your... Have it your way!
Whoa!
Come on, let's go!
Hey, they're shielding the imposter!
There are others trying to get in!
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
After her!
two know the other's identity then? Wait, so what about the map? What about the remains D-Luke found? Did they... Wait, so... what do we do? What? Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many!
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long distance No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
Huh? That voice. Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Furnaces?
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Furnaces? Damn you!
Oh, so sorry. Freeze.
Burn!
They're over there! be here because we can't. So what's the step? What? I'll protect us.
Thank you so much, Miss. Things are still quite. Don't worry, Miss. Of course.
You had your chance. Precision strike! I'm fine. Really?
No escape.
Let's keep going, team.
All units are now in position.
Hertha! Oh, jeez.
What?
Well, after... And then...
Yeah, for sure.
Wait, so...
When did that?
Over 6.
Whoa, so. But how did.
There's an informant.
Honestly, this whole situation almost gave Paimon a heart. Yeah, thank good.
Burst forth.
Leave it all to me.
Live. Moments of birth. Come into being.
As a dutiful maid would.
It's all my fault.
Explain what?
Albedo!
Yeah, plus week.
Clee, she...
Wait! So
She was right next to me. And the next thing I knew, she ran off somewhere. I swear I only lost sight of her for a second.
Live. Burst forth. Witness my great undertaking.
Those bombs. I see what you mean. She's not to be underestimated. Of course. I place myself in your capable... Amber?
Oh.
Oh, good. Nope. Ugh.
Wait, the older sisters? Is Varka really young or something? Huh? You're gonna use that thing to call them?
What's that ringing? Is it the Winders?
Wait. Barbados? But considering I'm surrounded on both sides with a group on my tail looking to turn me in... Alright, pass along my regards. Oh, and I still owe you for those drinks, don't I? Just...
Hey! He was just about to tell us where to find his secret stash!
Oh? And what is your wish, dear Albedo? How unprecedented.
Okay,
You've peeked. Hello again, everyone. Darling, isn't it? It even has its own hat.
wow.
Pleasure to see you all again. On behalf of the Hexen Circle, I'm guessing you still need to prepare. Take your time. Just come find me at the long table when you're ready.
Aw, that's nice of you.
Huh, I suppose it's just...
Hey, have you ever wondered why Albedo always keeps his office closed? Paimon bets there's a secret snack stash. Ah! Mini Turin? What are you... Oh, don't worry. So, what brings you here? Oh, is it Wim? What do you mean? Wait, didn't that already happen? What? And that's what you want, Mini Jer? Well, turning you into a human sounds like a huge project. No wonder... Definitely. You've just gotta trust one. Actually, while we're on the subject, does your friend...
Welcome one and all. Please sit wherever you like. I highly doubt anyone's going to mind where you sit, Lord Barbados. Jean didn't fancy tagging along. All right, never mind. I was... So, tell me, I'll be... Oh? Which ones? Interesting. Ah, the raw material from which she created her monsters in the past. There's not much of it left. Dragon blood, monster flesh, and embryo. Sounds to me like a formula for... Of course! It was even the home of one of M's children, the other Ah? The glint in your eye when you talk about... Of course not. To me, you're both in any case. Now I see why you asked Venti for help. The raw materials you seek are That said, we're happy to give you what you need. But there is what... So you know our tricks, huh? Well, success means little if you have no... Although, I'm afraid, dear Paimon... What? The Hexencircle trials are no walk in the park, my dear. Besides, I already There's only room for 2 participants, I'm afraid. No more, no less. You understand, don't you?
Okay. You can turn off the charm.
Thank you for being so understanding. Then... Then, my dear children, get ready for a taste of the Dodo King's magic.
Whoa, you're so tiny now. Take extra care of yourself.
You sound pretty confident, Al. Well, since your mother... I have prepared quite a riveting new performance just for you two. See? Defeat them in battle. Prove to me that you have... Swashbuckle your way to victory.
Into the wind.
Race to the wicked!
Witnessing a great undertaking. Time to go. Falling leaves. Adorn my night. Into the wind.
You can't take me up here.
Moment of birth.
Let the show begin.
Burst forth. with nature. Witness my great undertaking.
Shine down!
Dawn, break forth!
Coming to be. Feel this ancient power. This is more. Witness my great undertaking. This is more light. Live. Witness my great undertaking.
King and Queen should present a united front. Let's have a ball.
Live. Clouds high. Witness my great undertaking.
Let's dance.
Witness my great undertaking.
It had to be this form? A toy really doesn't suit me. Well done, but this isn't over. I will now preside over the second trial. Stare straight ahead, and you will see things as they appear. But change your perspective, and you will see them as they are. The trial awaits. Only by turning the world on its head can we see its true colors. So, it begs the question, what do you see on the other side of this chessboard? Pawns earned true freedom the moment they gained legs with which to run. So, in the spirit of Rhinedaughter, I prepared a little surprise for you. No need to thank me, of course. Just a small gesture of kindness from me, Barbalon.
This calls for some pomp and ceremony.
Oh, Albedo, you're always so charming and delightful.
Burst forth, moment of birth.
I feel a little weak.
Oh, this is all the ancient power.
Dreary. Allow me, darling.
Shine down!
Into wind. Fallen leaves. Adorn my night. Chip. Witness my great undertaking.
Ways to the wicked.
Feel this ancient power.
Shine down!
Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Allow me, my darling.
Witness my great undertaking! Live! And now, a towering return to form! Burst forth!
Go, Barbara, go!
Feel this ancient power! The tidal chorus sings for you!
Is everyone start singing?
There is no escape.
Moments of birth! One with wind burst forth!
Race to the wicked!
Witness my great undertaking! One with nature!
Oh, this is all getting rather dreary.
Allow me, my darling!
Witness my great undertaking!
Ow! A little too toasty. The stage is yours, my queen.
I shall take the spotlight once more.
Race to the wicked!
Witness my great undertaking!
It is time!
Adorn my night!
Now you
The
shall
final
perish.
act is upon us!
There is no escape.
Witness my great undertaking!
Yes, very well done.
Oh, they've grown up so fast. I'm so proud.
Really? Well then, I'll leave you to debrief the others about today's events.
Huh? You're leaving already?
You did marvelously today. I'm thrilled for both of you. And should you feel the need to gloat profusely to that student of mine so she knows to up her game, be my guest. Lovely tea party. But that'll do me for now. Until next time, my dearies.
You're just going to up and leave? Barbie? You'll have to forgive Barbara, love. She's always on the move. And she never says where she's going either. I think she enjoys the mystique. But if I had to guess, she's probably going for a walk. She's a very health-conscious individual. Barbie was satisfied with your victory. And so am I. Congratulations to you both. You can come back now. Oh, whoops. I need to turn you back to normal first, don't I?
You're finally back! Great job! You made it all look so easy!
Nice to have you back safe and sound. Now...
To deal with the drag... Yep, this place is as freezing as ever. Hyman's hands are turning to ice. You sure? Is it warm in there? Still beating away at... Paimon asked, who is Durin to you? Do you think of him as one of your kind? And is he a dragon, person, animal, or monster? Sounds like you prefer humans to dragons then. Looks like a golden energy has encased the dragon's heart. Wait, but in that case, what's gonna happen to the fake Hertha? And what about the people who fell under Durin's influence?
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
Pleasure! We sure learned a lot. Oh yeah, the festival! Wonder who the Windbloom Star is gonna be. Well, we've been too busy dealing with this situation.
Every course of action has its risks.
The Windbloom Festival is about to begin! Let's go check it out! Albedo, how did everything go? Really? So Mini Durin looks like... So, how do you feel right? She? So that's what she meant, huh? You've got an unusual family, that's for sure. Devouring Nefarious? What? Of course, that's what friends are for. Oh, so you're heading back to... Wow, this Windbloom Festival turned out to be a special one. It feels like we really made a difference. Oh, Paimon almost forgot! If the Windbloom star has already been chosen... Venti! You're back! Wow! A gift and a miss... You've helped a lot, Venti. How about we treat you to a drink? Of course not! Let's go to the...
Add Astra... last Thank you for
Hair! Frost is coming! Hair! Getting here!
Witness the power of goodwill.
Deuce on the loose! Yeah!
Now's our chance!
No, my sword. Off to the freezer.
Ha! Pinnacle of excellence! Yeah!
Frost is coming!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse.
Leave the wounded to me. Engaging.
I can still...
A dash of frosting! A burst of flavor! Cha! Yeah!
Teamwork is dreamwork. This one's got your name on it. Proper send-off from the Spina with love. Coming at ya! Ha-ha! At the frying pan, it's your life is mine. Watch out! Fire! Well, with rocks. Hey, revealed by
Witness the power of goodwill.
Farewell! Go! You're free now! Mind the wind. Come here, you little rascal! Come on, buddy!
up and away! All time, bro!
Time to say hello.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weep.
Stand clear. Animal hypostasis emulation. Animal test 60 by royal decree.
Tell me what you see. Too slow. You free.
Rain cutter. No, my sword.
Swirl, Mark 2.
too far now.
Rain outlines your fate. Let me lead. Wings of darkness, come, sever night from day. Nada kundala.
Farewell.
Booba, get them! Use this! I'll protect us.
Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Stars, shine for me. Not now. Nice and spicy.
This moment will be frozen in time.
You are not welcome here.
Cold, line to command. My guidance, let's dance. Oh.
Oh, so sorry. Freeze.
Is that Navia over there? Oh, it's been a while. Let's go say hi. Hey, Navia, what you up to?
Shh!
Get lost, Monica! I don't want to see you back here until you're ready to wake up and start doing things properly! Right now, you're a disgrace to my kitchen and to the Hotel de Boer name!
It was an accident.
I'm sorry, did you hear me asking for excuses?
No, I'll do better, I promise.
Why is she so aggressive? She won't even listen to what the poor girl has to say. Oh, hey, cut her some slack!
Wait! Huh? Who do you think you are telling me? Wait a sec. Navia? So, you're bringing backup now. Suit yourself! You're still wasting your time!
Savannah, is this how you always treat your staff?
My staff is right. I'm the one in charge here now. And last time I checked, the Hotel de Boer doesn't take orders from the Spina—
Of course. How you run your kitchen is none of our business. But when a member of your staff is so overworked he becomes gravely ill, that most definitely is our business. We're going to stand up for him, whether you like it or not.
Overworked? I've said it before and I'll say it again. If Fermon can't handle the job, then tough luck. There are plenty of other capable people I can hire instead.
But Philmont can do the job, he just...
Monica, back inside, now!
Huh?
Just do as you're told, and not another word out of you!
Wow, what a horrible person!
Sorry. Looks like I've dragged you into some drama again. Her name is Savannah. She's the new head chef at Hotel de Boer. Ever since she took the job, she's been enforcing a brutal work regime and putting a huge amount of pressure on her staff. One guy was so overworked, he collapsed from illness. He's been bedridden for days, and...
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's all my fault. I don't deserve to be a chef.
At his family's request, the Spina di Rosula is trying to mediate on his behalf. Or not, Savannah is adamant that Vermont's exhaustion and illness have nothing to do with her or how she's been running her kitchen. Our next thought was to talk to the other chefs at the restaurant and get a better idea of their working conditions. And that's why I'm here, doing it the old-fashioned way. Camping out, watching...
Oh, shoot! It all makes sense now. Sorry. Paimon should have thanked before she spoke.
Oh, no, not at all, Paimon. Honestly, the way she was laying into Monica, someone had to step in. I'm sure I would have piped up if you hadn't. And besides, I don't really think I'm built for espionage. Yeah, meaning it's gonna be all the more difficult to get the inside scoop now. Oh, I might as well head back to the Fleuve Cendre then. We'll need to come up with a whole new game plan.
Paimon will join you, 'cause this is kinda all Paimon's fault.
Guys, it's fine. You don't need to worry about it. That said, if you were planning to visit the Fleuve Cendre anyway, let me take you out for a meal. I'll make sure it's a proper feast. A really famous chef just joined the Spina di Rosula's tavern. Her name is...
Sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to apologize for the scene you witnessed just now. We shouldn't subject our customers to that. This is a small token from us. It's some candy from Monica. She asked me to make sure it was delivered into your hands.
Monica's the one apologizing? Huh. Clearly Savannah is the one who owes an apology.
Our head chef has been a little highly strung lately. Sorry for everything.
All right. Since there's candy, Paimon will drop it. Not the candy.
Thank you for understanding. We'll make sure to pass your feedback on to Miss Savannah.
A little highly strung, huh?
Paimon doesn't get it. How did someone like her even become head chef?
Well, according to Fermat's family, she hasn't always been like this. But that's a story for another time. Let's try this candy.
Oh, Paimon totally gets it. Come on, dig in! Huh? Hold on, there's something written on the wrapper. Find... Escoffier?
Escoffier? Could this mean...
Huh? You know that name, Navia?
Yeah. Let's stick to the plan and go back to the Fleuve Cendre for now. That's where we'll find Escoffier anyway.
So, who is...
Well, for starters, she used to be the head chef at the Hotel de Boer.
Before she recreated the legendary Gâteau de Bourg and restored the safe to say, she's the most renowned head chef in the Hôtel de Bourg's history.
Gâteau de Bourg? That's the super exclusive cake that they only sell a few slices a day, right?
Well, apparently, the Hôtel de Bourg was reported for a safety incident, but none of the chefs had any idea how it could have gotten into the food. In the end,
the Fortress of Mirrorbead.
Well, you're right. The quantity of the substance they found was... Escoffier didn't have to stay in the fortress for long, but still, by the time she returned, the role of...
So that's what happened. Paimon still thinks it's really
Even though Escoffier is no longer head chef at the hotel. So, I'm guessing what Monica wants is for us to convince Escoffier to try and negotiate with Savannah on the staff's behalf.
Oh, Paimon gets it! Monica wants Escoffier. It's simple. If the new head chef is stressing everyone out, that...
You thought cream of mushroom soup was ready to serve after 3.5 minutes on the stove! You'd have had more sense serving hot water with ice cubes. At least then, you wouldn't have wasted all this perfectly good cream and mushroom. What do you say, Hilaire?
I'm sorry, Cream. I'm sorry, Mushroom.
As you can see, Escoffier is that kind of chef as well.
You have to leave it on the heat for long enough to allow those flavors the chance to come out. Don't be fooled by the aroma when the water first starts to boil. Got it?
Yes, Chef.
Then go back and do it again. The customers are still waiting. Remember where you went wrong and don't repeat the same mistake twice.
Yes, Chef!
Excuse us?
Waiting to be served? Sorry, we're pretty busy. I'm afraid you have to join the line.
Oh, no, we're not here to eat.
So you're not paying customers? Then I'm afraid the wait will be even longer.
It's hard to talk to Escoffier when she's in the zone. Let's take a seat. We can catch...
Looks like the rush hour is finally over. Is it always this busy here?
These days, yes. I'd say business has tripled since Escoffier joined as temporary head chef. Well, in her words, the Hôtel de Bourg doesn't need her anymore. It doesn't look like she's got any plans to go back.
I guess I'll be heading off then.
Wait, take these home with you. We can't serve them now, and there's no sense in letting them go to waste.
Oh, thank you, Chef.
For what? Like I said, I just don't want them going to waste. Oh, and tell Fiamma to get well soon, so you're not running yourself...
Fiamma.
He's the chef that fell ill from stress. Hilaire is his son, and with he decided to pick up some work to help pay the bills. Escoffier knows their situation, so she's been making some extra food every day for him to take home.
Hey, I heard that, Navia! I've told you before, no one's making extra food. Hilaire is making blunders in the kitchen.
Yeah, failed dishes that just so happen to be nutritionally complete every single time.
So you two must be the world-famous traveler and his companion, Paimon. Yes? Is there something I can help you with?
Oh, so you know us already. We'll skip the introduction then. We're here to talk about Savannah.
I certainly am. The Spina's headquarters are right next to the tavern. And I've lost count of the number of times Navi has come to pester me about it. But I don't work for the Hôtel de Bourg anymore. And being ex-head chef doesn't give me the right to interfere with that business. Besides, I'm the one who persuaded Savannah to take the job in the first place.
What?
Well, she was a much gentler person back then. A little timid even. She wasn't an...
hard to believe.
Honestly, I do wonder if she's just emulating me. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant head chef to be around either. Anyway, suffice to say that given the history between us, it'll be tricky for me to tell her she's doing her job right. Fiamar and the others probably think that Savannah gets it all from me.
I wouldn't be so sure about that, Escoffier. Look at this note we got from Monica.
She mentioned me.
Whatever shortcomings you feel you have, it looks like Monica still trusts you. As for the others, well, how can you know what they think unless you ask them?
Monica.
Plus, it's not like we're asking you to storm in there and raise hell. We're only in the initial phase of our investigation. All we're trying to do is get the other chefs to open up to us.
Oh, Monica. Oh.
Escoffier?
I can't believe her! Powdered sugar is supposed to be applied sparingly. Look at all that on the wrapper. It's thicker than the sole of my shoe. Unbelievable! I won't stand for this. She has to learn. Come on, we're going.
Wait, so now she's,
Let's go catch up to her. We don't want to keep her waiting.
Wait, she looks like... Is that a...
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. I messed up your order.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. Maybe the taste is a little off, but...
But, please, you have to forgive me or Chef is gonna... Okay, I know. I'll kneel before you.
What the heck?
Get up, Monica! Can't you see that you're just making your... If you want forgiveness, then do what any self-respecting chef would do. Make the dish again. And this time,
Savannah said that I'm not allowed back in the kitchen until I've...
That's some backwards logic. How can you fix your mistake without being allowed to cook? If this is what Fermat had to put up with, then no wonder he had a breakdown.
We apologize for interrupting your meal, sir.
It's fine. With my layman's palate, it's not like I can tell the difference anyway. I was actually quite enjoying my meal until she appeared.
Oh, well, it's because
Chef Savannah tasted a bit of the leftover soup from my
Gosh, that's pretty strict. Has she always been that way? I don't recall things being like this when Escoffier was head chef here.
I mean, Escoffier was strict too, but I think the difference is that her criticism was more constructive. We all knew that it came from a good place. Chef Escoffier was hard on us because she truly wanted us to reach her level. But these days, whenever we make a mistake, we just get told to wake up, get your head in the game, or just do it again. And it's only gotten worse since word got out that Chef Escoffier had started working again in the Fleuve Cendre.
Monica, you don't need to call me chef. I'm not the boss.
Yeah, but through no fault of your own. What happened back then? That wasn't on you, and all that banquet was a huge event. And so many staff were involved every step of the way. With
Lumaline? What's that?
A new drug from the Fontaine Research Institute, produced from an extract of the Lumitoile. Apparently it sharpens the senses, so they used it to treat people with impaired responses.
Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. They found out you can use it as a flavor enhancer since it stimulates the taste buds. Makes things pretty addictive.
They also found that overuse can have mood-altering effects, and even lead to nerve damage. So it quickly ended up on the guard's list of controlled substance. Unfortunately, however, some food products containing the additive had already...
Everyone knows that in all likelihood, someone probably just purchased a batch of contaminated, but you took all the blame. We all know why. You just didn't want to see, and now look at you. A fry chef.
What are you trying to say? Sure, the Spina's Tavern is no Hotel de Boer, but come
on. Oh, the Fleuve Cendre, you say? Great.
Monica, I'm very happy with my current job. And there's no changing the past. We just have to let... Besides, at the end of the day, I was the head chef, regardless of whose mistake it was.
If only Savannah was half the boss you were.
I'm sorry? Do you have a problem with my conduct as head chef?
No, chef.
So, you do remember who's boss? Escoffier? I thought you'd left this place for good. What are you doing back here?
What happened to you, Savannah? Why are you acting?
You made me the head chef and gave up your
Whoa.
My God, have you grown a temper since I last saw you? Have you put even...
Ho ho! I was not expecting to see something this...
Huh? Fan Asian?
Aye, miladies. Might I make a humble suggestion? Given that...
The traditional way? That can only mean one thing.
That's right! I'm talking of...
According to legend, the founders of Hotel de Boer, Modeste and Savelli, used this myth. The cooking contest would decide who had the final say.
Huh. It sounds like...
Ah, well, it might sound that way to us. But in fact, the cooking contest played an enormous role in motivating chefs to hone their skills, and indeed, the reintroduction of this institution in recent years...
Reintroduction? Someone brought it back?
What say you, Escoffier?
Sure, I reinstated it, but...
I see no issue as long as...
Exhibition. If we're going to battle it out, let's put it all on the line.
I don't want anything to happen to you.
But if you lose...
What? The code...
Only the legendary handbook written by the original head chef Modeste. It contains all his secret It's the greatest treasure in Fontaine's culinary world. And only the present and
former. Wait, but that...
What do you want that old thing for? You have your own copy.
Don't take me for a fool. You know perfect I want your copy. The original version.
I'm sorry, I must be...
Stop trying to change the topic. What's wrong, Escoffier? Scared you're gonna lose to me? Oh, I'm sure it won't. And as for the contest itself, let's make it a bake-off. Gâteau de Boer, per the recipe in the codex. Well, Escoffier?
You sound... All right, then. Let's see how much I hope you
Believe me.
Escoffier, are you sure this is a good idea? You accepted her terms a little hastily.
Oh, it'll be fine. Let's head back to the Flow of Sandra so I can get prepping.
So?
Well, I gotta
Holding back?
Escoffier only picked up on.
That's patently false, at least where your macarons are concerned. I've been nothing but truthful with you about the
Okay. That's one case where.
Oh, that? Well, back in the day, for instance, so rare was the ingredient. Modeste and Savelli went on to found the original hotel, especially Modeste. He was hailed as a once-in-a-generation genius.
Paimon's heard this.
What? No, of course. Anyway, and that was it. Even then, it's.
Oh!
Yes, well.
Case in point. Even the gâteau.
Wait, really?
It did, but like I said, it's the dusty old book now, and the records aren't as legible as they once were. Not so as for why we
Oh!
Hey now, and just think.
Anyway, before I left.
Could it be.
Well, it may be from.
What?
Who knows? It means vesting her in this. However much she's changed since.
Well,
let's now. If I had to.
Well, that's.
Well, I have heard the trap.
Oh, count. Even if it means.
Come.
I've always called it chopping stuff up, not mise en place. But it's basically the same thing, right?
Oh, Navia. The difference in your case is that mise en place is chopping stuff up without sending juices flying all over. Looks like you found that easier than I expected.
Yeah, thankfully it was pretty straightforward in the end. You made it sound like we'd be carving statues out of fruits or something.
Well, brace yourself, because the next step is anything but straightforward. A kind of special, this isn't exactly standard kitchen equipment. So that probably.
Custom-made equipment from the Fontaine Research Institute, huh? That's some pretty high-tech food prep. Paimon's never used anything this weird before. Cool. No.
Finally on the right path.
And done. These are the flavor compound.
Wow! Even the smell is so much more concentrated.
Absolutely not. I'll demonstrate again. Now. Slowly and carefully. And voila! Now it's your turn. But the Traveler's work was surprisingly good. That goes without saying. Still, credit work. Alright, now for the part I've been looking forward to. I want each of you to cook something from the Hotel du Bois' current menu. Oh, that's right. How's it going? Have you picked a dish yet? Look at that! With the grace of a snow-winged goose, as I like to say. Now, let the grating commence.
Pretty good, right? Not to brag or anything?
6 points.
What? Oh, well, fair enough. Paimon doesn't cook.
That's 6 out of 100.
What?
You say you're a connoisseur, but it's quite clear from this dish that you have far more experience consumed. By that logic, I suppose you think listening to Lady Farina on repeat every day.
Oh, me next. I'll have you know that this batch of macarons has 2 whole.
So you went from 12 tablespoons to 10? Well, it's nice to know you actually measured it out. Because it tastes like you just threw in whatever.
Aww.
Now to the final dish.
So,
This is our last hope.
8 points.
darn. That's barely higher than.
Not exactly. The color is spot on. Beautiful aroma. Excellent presentation. I have to give this one 8 points out of 10.
How did you pull that off?
Don't get me wrong. There's room for improvement. But still, this is clearly the work of an accomplished chef. I can really taste the grace of the snow-winged goose in this dish. The traveler's journey, with all its trials, tribulations, and setbacks. Not.
Hey, you made that last part up! No way did you taste that!
Well, it looks like I lost fair and square.
But if it takes 3 chefs, that still leaves 1 slot remaining.
Chef Escoffier.
Oh, it's Hilaire! What brings you here?
I heard the news about the cooking contest. You're...
And you think you're up to the...
Oh, no, I know I'm not there yet. It's actually my dad who wanted to help.
Firma, last I heard, you could barely get out of bed.
Chef Escoffier, Navia, Traveler, thank you all so much for everything you're doing for me and my family. I've had enough of sitting around at home while you run yourselves ragged. If you let me...
Yeah, I was gonna say the same...
Don't you worry. I'll be fine. I'm feeling much better now. The fact is, I'm a fine chef, despite recent events.
Firma, have you even set foot in a kitchen since leaving
I have not. Huh? That's strange. Why are my hands shaking?
What do you call this, Firma?
I can't...
Do it again! Again! Hopeless. Get out of my kitchen.
Dad, what's wrong?
I don't understand. I was feeling so much better, and then I will...
Dad, talk to me.
I think the real issue here is not physical exhaustion, but psychological...
Monica, when did you get here?
Probably because you were all constant. But anyway, Firma, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for, Monica. During those long nights of redoing every order, you were the...
Oh, come on. All I did was make you some tea. I doubt it was much.
She sounds like the worst.
She's been getting harsher and harsher on us ever since she heard about Escoffier's new role in the Fleuve Cendre. Seems like no matter what we make, she'll find something wrong with it.
What is this? It looks like a dog's been at it. In the trash now!
Then she orders us to redo the dish again and again, but we never know what's going to make her happy.
Do it again, do it again, do it again!
Every time you...
Either straighten yourself...
So now...
Oh, man.
The more I want to get it perfect, the more my hands shake, and the more scared I am of making another mistake.
How can you give up so easily? And even under Savannah, you talk about working late into the night, trying to perfect...
I don't know what's come over me. When I think back, I just remember feeling like my heart and my hands were growing heavier and heavier. Maybe Savannah was right.
Dad...
I see. Well, it sounds... I will win this contest.
But...
even if I had to go.
Oh, well, Paimon and Navia will.
And so will I.
Yeah, and.
Actually, I thought maybe.
What? Why didn't you say so?
I was going.
You do this for us?
Alright, fine by me. But aren't you still working for Savannah?
I know, but it's alright. I've made up my mind. With the way things. I'm done with sucking it up. It's time to try and turn things around. If this cooking contest can get Savannah to see the error of her ways.
Well, Paimon didn't think we'd be.
Great! Then it's settled. Spina sponsored?
Yeah! Feast! Feast!
Alright, if you insist. Then prepare for some of the finest food. That's not a bad idea, actually. Wait, hold on. You need to finesse that further.
That was a dream come true. Paimon never knew Fontanian cuisine could be this good.
Why, Savannah? Why? Oh, nothing. I wanted to see if there was anything I'm missing. But I can't find anything. It's just some hastily scribbled recipes in between diary entries from Modeste's adventuring phase. And most of it's not even legible anymore. The copy I gave her not only has all the recipes in full, but even includes my own private tips and notes from years of experience. Yeah, maybe. Still, it's just hard for me to imagine that the Savannah I knew would go to all this effort just to make a point. We were. At least I always thought we were. She was a little shy, but meticulous with everything and everyone she dealt with. She made a few mistakes here and there, but she was quick to correct them whenever they were pointed out. And she was always struck. Those qualities are why I recommended her to replace me as head chef. I never imagined for 1 second that she'd cause... and the idea... I wonder if this is how Modeste... Yes, with his good... The story goes that after Modeste unveiled his Gâteau de Bourg and was hailed as a culinary genius, he was admired and adored by all. But, unlike Modeste, whose every new creation was an instant hit, Savelli seemed to face setbacks, and with Modeste being whisked off to all manner of... People started gossiping about everything came to an abrupt end when Modeste, still in the prime of his life, and... One rumor had it that Savelli actually killed Modeste out of... Unlikely. Still, beyond a point, there's no way of knowing what truly happened in the past. And that's why I have to win this contest tomorrow. Then get the truth about everything that's been going on, even if it means cracking her open like a nut. Really? Well...
It's cooking contest day! To the Hotel de Bourg! Toot sweet!
Did you hear the news? Escoffier's come.
Mesdames et messieurs, welcome one and all to the Hotel de Bourg and to this
Savannah?
Monica?
In the interests of fair, the labels will be placed out of sight underneath.
As one of the judges.
When my meal got interrupted yesterday, I never thought this is how they'd make it up to me. Getting a seat on the judging panel is a...
Both contestants have taken their positions. Then, without further ado, let the Hotel de Bourg cooking contest commence!
Monica, even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right?
Alphonse?
Even the best chef in the world can't flavor their food without prepping the flavoring, right?
Looks like our two head chefs are raring to go. Like an oven on full blast, this competition is quickly heating up.
That should be enough flavoring. Now hurry up and balance the flavors. Stay calm, Escoffier. There has to be a way to balance the flavors. Just think.
Come on, Escoffier! Come on, traveler!
Up to the freezer! Yeah! Yeah!
Alphonse! What are you playing at? That's not how I taught you to do it! Stop horsing around and do it again!
Yes, chef!
Oh.
The balance of flavors is about right. But the quantity is too low.
So, what do you think?
Escoffier is already on the final step of the recipe. Let's check on Savannah.
You can't match Escoffier's talent.
I present to you Gâteau de Bourg. That went just as I expected.
Time's up! Contestants, please take your dishes to the back.
Huh. That guy was right. You really can't tell whose is whose just by looking at them.
We both made the same dish after all. For all her flaws, Savannah's a talented chef who earned my recommendation for good reason.
Whoa! This is really rather good.
Wonderfully soft and fluffy. Beautifully sweet. This is a masterclass in how to make
I would give this one at least 9.9 out of 10. Only because there's something about the flavor of the base. It's just a little different from the recipe.
Huh? Really?
All right, on to gâteau number 2. I haven't had a single...
I have a feeling that this gâteau will be a gâteau for the ages.
How exciting! I'm gonna... I think maybe someone got a little carried away with...
Not just the sugar, it's the flavors too.
It appears the decision is unanimous.
And Paimon thought this might actually be close. Turns out she can't bake to save her life.
Something's not right here. Savannah...
I can now declare that the creator of the first gâteau has...
What? It's... Savannah?
No.
Hey, Savannah! You cheated, didn't you? You cheat! What did you do? Oh, you swapped the plates, didn't you?
Well, someone's a sore loser. These cakes went from the oven to the judge's table without me ever laying a finger on. It was Vanishem's staff who labeled them in the kitchen. If you're looking to isn't it more likely that Escoffier's lost her egg?
You judges! We demand a
That's enough! As head chef, or rather as team lead, I take responsibility for the dish I served. Whatever. Savannah, I didn't think you'd stoop this low just to beat me in a bake-off. What happened to your
I don't know.
If you want the Codex de Boer that much, you can have it.
Scoffier,
But you must promise me that you'll apologize to Firma.
It's a little late to be negotiating terms.
Look, Savannah, you may have fooled everyone else, but can you really fool yourself? But only on the condition that you promise to stop.
Fine. I'll treat this as your final. So, will that be all, ex-head chef?
I didn't mean that to be a scolding from your former boss. Just a word of advice from a fellow chef and a friend. But I don't know if you're even open to input from other people.
I know what I'm doing.
All right, fine. I'm glad to hear.
Escoffier!
The Codex de Boer! Finally. Now, at long last, I will succeed.
Escoffier? How could you let her get away with this?
Yeah! The Codex is a souvenir of your time here!
It's alright. It was just a bake-off, not the end. Besides, it's not all bad. She agreed to compensate Firma. That's mission accomplished for the Spina. Honestly, if I'd have known that giving her the Codex would solve everything, I'd have just done that in the first place. I mean...
No. No! This doesn't make any sense!
Huh?
That's it? No secrets, no nothing? I don't believe it! This can't be happening.
Oh, Chef Savannah!
Savannah?
It's nothing life-threatening. Just a lot of
I knew it.
Pent-up stress?
The truth is, however hard she might be on the rest of us,
Yes, there are nights when she makes us redo things over and over into the wee hours. But she'll hide herself away in the kitchen, working on new technique.
But why?
Our best guess is she doesn't want to be seen as.
And there it.
Even so, that's no excuse for taking.
Yeah, and it's definitely no excuse for cheating.
Huh, about that, we honestly have no idea how she did it. We were focused on our own work the whole.
Leone and Algalia were the ones I tasked with labeling the cakes. I've already spoken to them.
Not to worry. Come on, join me downstairs.
Well, how is it? Have you figured out what it...
Oh, this is aggravated assault on my palate. I'd rather eat wet cement than this.
Is it really that bad? I made sure the
Oh, relax. This isn't your cake. So the offending flavors are coming from in between the icing and the cake base. Or in other words, we have a traitor in our midst.
I'm sorry. I was forced. It was Chef Savannah. She said if I didn't cooperate, she would...
Calm down, Monica. I've already accepted defeat. And if I wanted whatever's going on with you, just...
I was the one...
Food safety. Wait.
I think so. Savannah and I were on procurement that day. But I swear I didn't do it on purpose. I had no idea there was an issue with them, and I didn't know it would end up with Escoffier going to jail. But the last thing I expected was for Savannah to use it as leverage.
This is crazy! So Savannah pressured you into sabotaging Escoffier's cake by threatening to expose your secret if you didn't?
I know, it's terrible. I'm so sorry. I was so scared. I thought Escoffier would hate my guts if she ever found out, and yet somehow that's ended up in me doing something even worse.
Seriously? All this fuss over... Firstly, it's not like I got a life sentence. I did, so you don't need to feel ashamed or
You mean...
Oh, well, I'm not saying you should tell Vanisham. Good. Now, back to Savannah.
What happened to me? I've overheard some customers murmuring about how the Hotel de Boer hasn't been the same since Escoffier left.
Now that you mention it, but the difference...
Still, as so many times I've seen her make the cake base over and over again, late into the night, determined to match Escoffier's version. But something's always slightly off every time.
Yeah, I've noticed that too. Never really gave it much thought, though.
Thinking back on it now, it's clear that...
She wants to prove that she can fill, but after countless and at some point...
Getting Escoffier? For what?
Yeah. Also, she could retain her place as the #1 chef in Fontaine. The only one privy to all the secrets of the trade.
Oh, for goodness sake. What a stupid idea.
Of course. Seeing how utter...
There's still... She might not be on the same...
You'd think so.
New head chef, you say? What? I wonder, can the Hotel de Boer keep its edge without Escoffier at the helm?
This tastes different from last time. Is it undercooked or something?
Take this. It's a copy of the Codex de Boer. From now on, you will be its keeper. Don't listen to the... Hey, did you hear me? Once I'm gone...
All this time, I've been blaming
I sincerely apologize for putting everyone out. Savannah's awake now, but I don't think she's ready to speak to anyone yet. Let's give her the day to calm down. I'm sure you'll have the chance to talk everything out tomorrow.
In that case, I'll go and update Firma and his family.
So, we'll come back tomorrow then.
That was a long day.
Oh, nice! Macarons? Or are you gonna switch it up this time?
Traveler, how much do you know about the snow-winged goose? Every year, they migrate long distances in search of a suitable home. There's always one goose at the front whose job is to lead the flock. Fontaine poets often use the image of that goose to explore the ideas about leadership and genius. But what those poets don't know is that during a migration, the lead goose is always changing. Once the lead goose shows signs of fatigue, it retreats to the back of the flock and allows another goose to take its place. So the truth is that leadership, with all the responsibilities and pressures that come with it, it's something. I guess what I'm saying is, cooking is a science, not magic. Given the sake, of course, some people have a more sensitive. I'd have no reason to expect so much from others if I believed that perfection can only come from the hands of a genius. Okay, I've made up my mind. I'm gonna and come tomorrow.
Why are we here so early? Our meeting with Vanigem isn't for a while. Check on her? Why? What happened? Oh no, Escoffier.
I'm fine. Just need to get some more coffee in me. Huh? What happened to my coffee? Did I really drink it all? Alright. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Well, there's cooking facilities here. Or we could just grab a cup of coffee from Cafe Lutece, but either way, hurry!
Coffee. Strong, bitter coffee beans, transformed through expert brewing and... I feel much better now. Thank you so much, Traveler and Paimon.
Glad to hear it, but make sure to catch up in your sleep when you get the chance.
I think I figured out...
Wait, what?
I'll save it for when everyone else gets here. It's so stupidly small, I can't believe it's caused so much drama. Yes, except my failures were...
Escoffier! Have you seen Savannah?
Huh? No, not since yesterday.
After seeing her home yesterday, we were all a little concerned about how only to find an empty house. I left Alphonse and the others to keep watch at her home, while I checked the Hôtel de Bord. If she's not here...
Boss, Escoffier!
Alphonse? You're supposed to be keeping watch at...
We were, but then, just after you left, we...
Oh, looks like a map.
Wait a second. This feels familiar. Of course, from the Codex. Yeah, but...
The Codex de Bord.
Seriously?
Ugh, idiot.
Hold on. There's...
It was you. It sounds like...
Retrieve the... So the cooking
She's keep...
this is... First, we thought that Savannah forced Monica to cheat in the cooking contest.
You're finally here. Of course. I should have put two and two to even the suggestion that Escoffier was keeping secrets from me. It was all part of your grand plan, wasn't it, Monica?
We should be getting close to the spot marked on the map.
Of all the stupid things she's done, this really takes the cake. The moment we find her, I'm gonna curse the living daylights out of her.
Whoa, this place looks like an underwater restaurant.
I think Mo...
Huh? Some blubber beasts have come to join the party? Aw, they ran off!
That could be easier said than done. Something's blocking the...
Well, did Mo...
Good.
We prepared a banquet for our shy little guests. And as the food flowed away on the...
we have to feed the blubber... See, this is why you should always bring snacks. You never know...
There is no time for that. Romaritime flowers and Lumitoile will have to do. Adaptive frosting!
Blubber beasts or not, are we sure this stuff...
Trust me, they'll love it.
Oh, good question. If we try to put them in the pool...
Yes, we can't afford to wait for them to double back.
Wow, it's really singing! It must taste better than Paimon thought!
The track's turned back again. Oh, so annoying. again.
Hey, give me your water.
Here.
I said your water.
Sure.
All those years, not only have I found the ruin that Savelli kept hidden. Hey, go scout ahead. Did you not hear me?
Why don't you do it yourself?
Oh, when did you learn to fight back? You're always so compliant when I give you instructions by letter.
That's because you threatened to expose me for the Lumiline incident.
Ha! Don't be so... You were terrified of her finding out about your part in the Lumiline incident, and you resented the... So you jumped at the chance to convince yourself that she was the... First, idolization, then jealousy, suspicion, and self-deception. That's what this comes down to. It was the same story. He offered Modeste. He promised to explore the world with him, only to later destroy all records of their adventures. It's a miracle I
am no Savelli. Nor...
Oh, You didn't show any remorse when she left.
You're right.
Ooh.
Ever since I learned the truth, I've been biding my time, waiting for this moment. You've played me like a fiddle for so long!
But you drank it too!
It's what we both deserve. This is the price we must pay for betraying Escoffier. You'll die here with me, Monica!
You... I saw your dumb plan a mile off. There's no point...
No! Everything I ever did was a failure. And now...
Hey, why don't you try your hand at being a comedian in your next life? You should have just done like I asked, Savannah. All I wanted you to do was scout the ruins for me.
Stop right there! Let her go, Monica!
Escoffier?
Ugh, looks...
You can't!
Stay back if you want... Escoffier? Modeste had a secret. The truth behind his so-called genius. He and We're talking about a... That's right.
Will you...
My eyes are wide open. Just wait till I get my hands on this treasure.
Wait, what? Just when I thought she couldn't get any crazier. She's looking... Uh-oh. Savannah's going to...
Monica must have taken her. Oh, what a coward.
That's true.
Oh, well, our path's been blocked, so let's look for another route. The water looks pretty deep here. Maybe it leads somewhere. We were probably awakened by the explosion just now. Alright, Night Skills 101. Time for some rough topping.
Dodge! Break forth!
to the wind.
Another door? Guess we need to prepare another feast for our guests. A dash of frosting! It seems to really like the texture of Rome maritime flowers.
Shine down! One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call.
I never knew you could process Lumitwol like that. Alright, I've got to jot this down. Lumitwols and maritime flowers. This could open the door to a whole new world.
Yep, that's literally the plan. Wait, hold on. Which door are you talking about?
strange. These don't look Romorian to me. More like
adventurers from last century Fontaine, huh?
By the looks of it, this was a one-person camp. They adventured together, but maybe
Trust our adventurers' instincts. We're pros at this stuff, just like you're a pro in the okay, well, the Traveler has more adventuring experience overall, but Paimon's definitely darn it! Paimon was just about to show up.
Huh, no kidding. Are all adventurers so obsessed with journaling? I mean, I guess I take a lot of notes.
Anyway, let's find out who was here.
It's been years since it's exactly the sad. The treasure of our limited stock of. He was praised as Modeste tried as our conversations grew scarce, and we saw less and less of each other. I didn't fight it. He had new friends, and I told myself that, or maybe one day, when I've put these feelings of. Unfortunately.
So it was.
I always thought it was.
In that case, what does that say?
The taste of being the perfection. But as he baked, it was only when he was sipping on coffee one day and realized he could not taste the bit. The treasure of Remoria stimulates the senses. In hindsight, over the course of the finest culinary talent of his generation, now faced a future in which he would never be able to taste anything. And because we had become estranged, I cannot be there yet despite everything.
The treasure of Remoria? Guess
So, also need.
Modeste told me did he hope I would gain? But if the public ever learned how Modeste's greatest triumph became his undoing, what would be his legacy then? How would future generations view everything we built together? I fear the scorn I have faced these last years would pale in comparison. I cannot. I will do what I must. It may lead his. I would rather the final loose end is the evidence here. At the bottom of the sea.
Huh?
So we thought.
The treasure of Remoria. I have found you at. Savelli, you tried your best to bury the truth, but but I have to thank you. But now, finally, the secret to Remoria's military might is within my grasp. The treasure of Remoria is mine! Oh, it's...
Monica? Oh, we were seconds too late.
Escoffier?
Savelli's final act! He wanted to conceal the secret of the treasure forevermore, and so he came here after his friend's death and
This can't be happening! All that for an
Monica, don't do anything stupid!
Oh, shut your pie hole!
Praise be to Lord Remus.
She's a nutcase! A liability to herself and everyone else! Well, now it's up to us to clean up the mess she's made. Take these golems out!
Why is this place still shaking? Either way, enough chit-chat. Let's get...
Okay, I'm coming.
Oh, no you don't. If I can't get what I've got nothing to show for my life's work so far. But if I can take another so-called genius down with me in my final moment, then it was all worth it.
You're a psych...
When did you...
I may be a lousy chef, but it looks like I'm not a complete waste of space.
Escoffier! Savannah!
Trevor!
What did you expect?
We had to do something.
It was my fault. Escoffier had to leave. Come back, Escoffier.
Okay, so...
Huh?
If you were that bad, why would all your staff show up here for you?
Escoffier's
things were pretty...
Our customers know at the end of the day.
No,
Well, about that...
It's been a while, Chef Savannah.
Firma? I'm so sorry, but...
Actually...
Huh?
We thought Firma, and as it turned...
No way!
It can. A small
I asked my friends at the Fontaine Research Institute about it. They said that with the low dose I was taking, the... well, that's...
There's...
You mean...
Oh.
Let's not be too quick to... So you better make sure you...
I will. I'm sorry. Is it just...
It's because the heat...
What?
I felt like something was off during the cooking contest. Once I got around to checking all the equipment, I know all the ovens in the... I would have figured it out the day of the bake-off.
No. I spent so long... It all comes...
Oh, do you know how long I spent perfecting my Gâteau de Bourg? 3... And you clearly have no idea. Genius or not. You're only a... Surely you... So you got your mojo back?
Yeah.
Friends again!
Good. So now that's out of the way. It's time for payback. You cheated in our last bake-off, and I demand a rematch.
But that was...
Right. And all...
So grab your spatula and get ready, because this rematch is...
Hey! So,
The second cooking contest commences now!
This time, no more games, and no holding back!
I feel like I don't have the right to be here.
Hey, what are you so afraid of? You can't unbake it now. And if you don't serve it, then good or bad, you'll never find out how to improve. If you're too scared to fail, you'll never know what real success tastes like. So?
Embrace your failure. Taste it. Digest it. That's the way to success.
I don't know. Sounds like it's easier said than done.
I'll do it.
the results are in! A landslide!
Quite.
Oh yeah, look at that!
Now, where were we? I had two reasons for leaving. One was the food safety incident, of course. But the other was that the Hotel de Bourg had reached, so I just...
Improve!
Well, a while back, I got to know she has that same adventurous spirit that Modeste and Sibeli had in their youth. Slime mucus. There's a whole world of new flavors out there waiting to be Case in point, remember those
What?
And the other half?
Uh-oh. Paimon suddenly nudged...
In the meantime...
Alright!
Oh, of course.
Surely, Mom, she practically dedicated her life...
Since you mentioned the treasure, the so-called treasure of Remoria was most likely a substance that the Remorian...
Huh?
Don't forget, And as for the loot, even if Savelli...
So after all that, feels strange to say about Paimon all...
Hey!
Huh? Navia?
You just got back from that underwater ruin, right? Did you see any experts?
Wait!
If only...
Wanna grab a copy of the Steambird? We know our Fontanian friends love a little. Isn't that Charlotte? And standing next to her, surely that can't be Kaniche?
How about... Lost treasure resurfaces at last. Behold the beauty of the Remurian teacup. Pretty... Udex, great...
Huh? Did Paimon hear that right? No, surely that can't be right.
Hey there, you two. Fancy...
Yeah, that! What the heck was... trading...
Yeah. Charlotte and I were... Either I got lucky... If I had to quantify it, I'd...
Huh? Him? Lenient? Ugh, you gotta be kidding! Ah!
Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to give credit to these so-called news stories for occasionally including a grain of truth.
You mean all those fake headlines you mentioned actually do have some basis in fact?
Sure they do. For instance, there was in fact, considering the amount of speculation surrounding the smuggled goods, it's no wonder there are rumors about restaurants serving saurians. But in reality, the goods in question were simply a few... Rest assured, no saurians were harmed in the process.
Oh, okay! Paimon was...
It was a pretty open and shut case. In my testimony and... But I'm guessing, Mademoiselle I appreciate your...
Kaniche the speechless! Kaniche the tongue-tied! Huh?
If you're dead set on doing an interview, why not talk to the
Charlotte never stops, does she? Anyway, Paimon just has to ask, that how thing that popped out before.
Oh, that thing. Yeah.
Huh? What's up with him? Like, he's still noisy, but he's way quieter than before.
Could be.
Not acclimatizing? Oh.
Too bad he can't come out to argue back. There's nothing physically wrong with him. It actually has to do with a strange law we learned about. Apparently, it's forbidden to release flying objects within Fontaine City limits during the first 3 days of each month.
Paimon sure does. Paimon's been down this road before. There's an easy solution. As long as Kaniche holds onto a house tail, he'll be considered an almighty Dragon Lord balloon.
Not gonna lie, I was considering that. But a How wasn't too thrilled with the idea of Huff. That said, it's pretty annoying how he keeps random. Anyway, this morning I saw a notice outside the Palais Mermonia about an event that's set to take place outside the city soon. I was planning to stay here and do some exploring for a few extra days anyway, so I think I'll go check it out. It'll be a good chance to let that noisy helium balloon out. He might even learn a thing or two. If you're free, why don't you come along? I know where it is, so let me...